All right, what is going on, my dude? So we are back here today with some Kingpin buffed gameplay, man. I'm very excited for this guy. He's super fun to play. So we're gonna start off with something really interesting here, man. So to my left, right, you are going to see two different screens. The one on top is a rank 3 duped Kingpin without Suicide Masteries on, but we brought along Iron Fist to replicate what it would be like to start with those two debuffs, all right? On the bottom is an unduped Kingpin with the Suicide Masteries on, no Iron Fist, all right? For both of these, we have the Hood synergy and the Mr. Sinister synergy, which in my opinion, that trio is a very powerful trio, and it gives Kingpin a lot of utility throughout the game. So, you know, one question that a lot of people have been asking me, man, is like, yo, would Kingpin be good unduped, all right? And my personal Kingpin is unduped. I just made an entire Mole Man video from all unduped, man. A lot of people don't have, like, duped 6 stars at a high sig, so we're actually going to be rolling with this video with a rank 3 unduped Kingpin, man, just to see if he has all of that crazy utility, even unduped. And spoiler alert, he definitely does, man. But what I wanted to showcase first was just the damage comparison, okay? Now keep in mind, the top video does not have the Suicide Masteries, while the bottom one does. So let's go ahead and play this here, okay? So right off the bat here, you're going to notice, right, we already have 5 debuffs on the top. That's because at SIG 200, you pretty much start with, I think, either 3 or 4, okay? I think you start with 4. And on the bottom, we only started with 2 because we were unduped with the Suicide Masteries. As you can see, man, we're hitting really hard, even unduped, and on the top, while we're duped without the Suicide Masteries with all of those debuffs, all right? So either way, man, it looks like this guy is good with and without Suicides, and also duped and not duped. Right now, the unduped version with Suicides is actually in the lead, man, but that's about to change in just a second, and we'll talk about why. When you're unduped as Kingpin, you lose the ability to gain 3 to 4 rage debuffs when your overpower goes away. So to combat that, you really want to go for the special 3 to refresh the overpower fury and also gain 4 additional debuffs. Now what this is going to do is it's going to slow down the fight and increase the hit counter, okay? But as you can see, the damage is still really good. And now we're going in here with 6 debuffs and 2 fury buffs, 1 from overpower and 1 from the heavy attacks. And we also just went into overpower for a second fury because we got hit a little bit, but boom, here's about to be the finish on the top. Really funny playstyle there, man. Oh, so much fun. 1 minute and 20 seconds, okay? 1 minute and 20 seconds for the duped and 55 hits, and we're about to finish off on the bottom here after one more special one with 1 minute and 30 seconds for unduped with 77 hits. But keep in mind, there is the special 3 there, okay? Now, why is that important? Because the special 3 is like 10 seconds long, and it has like 10 hits, okay? So the hit counter is a little bit inflated there, and the time is a little bit inflated there too. So I feel like these two are pretty even, man. And when you're going up against, you know, 550,000 health pools where there aren't a bunch of debuffs present, man, this comparison isn't too bad. So I feel like Kingpin does what he has to do unduped. Of course, he's faster, more efficient, and honestly, in my opinion, a little bit more fun to play when he is duped, all right? But all of that being said, man, how about we go ahead, look at that, I just shrunk. Oh, my computer's freaking out here. Hold on, give me a second. All right, I fixed it. So with all that being said, man, we've seen the comparison. How about we start jumping into some gameplay, man? So here is the Trinity that we're going to be running with for pretty much this entire video, man. And this Trinity, it does a lot for Kingpin because Hood gives him that 100% debuff immunity with a 0.5 second cooldown, and Mr. Sinister gives him that power lock whenever they use a special attack, which is really powerful, man. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you that synergy right here. Also, some critical damage rating as well from Mr. Sinister there, which is really nice, but really good stuff for the Hood. And also right here, whereas each time the opponent uses a special attack, they become power locked for 6 seconds. Really nice stuff, man. So this is pretty much what we're going to be rolling with the entire time. So up first, we're going to be going up to, come on, Act 7.1.4. This is the energy adoption quest, man. That has the Juggernaut boss, man. This right here, so energy adoption, ice, also against a Morning Star. There are so many debuffs here, man. 50% chance to get a cold snap every time we hit Morningstar. Also, a chance to be bled every time we hit Morningstar. So all those debuffs, man, they're going to be getting purified into the rage debuff. So as you can see, check it out, man. We already have an Overpower Fury. That was like 4 seconds, man. And now we're already pretty close to a second one as well. We're 2 debuffs away, 1 debuff away from a second. Look at that. We're already there. Look at this, we're so close to our third one now. Check it out, man. Check out those crazy heavy attacks, man. Oh my goodness gracious. Check this out, guys. Look at this. Watch this. Go for a special 3 here. Oh my god, we're just completely nuking this lady down. Punch her right in the face. Oh my god, and now she's going to be stunned afterwards. Only 14% health left. And check this out, man. We're going to go in here and finish off the fight with a couple of nice heavy attacks, man. That is insane. This is the type of matchup, man, where if you could take advantage of those debuffs, holy crud, guys, you were going to be doing a lot of damage very, 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 very fast. Pretty much the same speed that like Ghost would be doing this as well, man. And I definitely didn't have to go for the special 3 in that matchup. It could have just like kept berating her there. Could have went for a special 2. But as you can see here, man, look at that. Boom, already have our Overpower buff hitting a nice 30k heavy right out of the gate, man. We're going to get that power lock on Iceman, get some heavy attacks in the corner. Absolutely beautiful. Check this guy out. A nice 40k heavy attack. Power locked again. Oh my god. I thought I always forget that you don't get the unstoppable buff when you have the Fury attack from the heavies. So I went ahead and I went for the heavy attack there and ate a couple hits to the face, but that's alright. Not the biggest deal in the world, man. We're not too concerned about it. Kingpin's a very, very tanky character and he could definitely eat a couple hits without being too concerned about it, man. So I really love the stun. After the special 3, I think it's really, really nice. We have 3 overpower buffs, man. That's like a total of like plus 30,000 health, 30,000 attack, which is crazy. I think we finished with like a 19k medium attack. That's a lot of damage, man. It really is. So up next, we have another matchup that's very similar to like the Morningstar matchup here, you know, because instead of gaining like all the bleeds, we're going to be gaining a lot of poisons. So this is a very, very similar thing. I really like Kingpin in matchups where when you hit the opponent naturally, no matter what the node is, you're going to be gaining debuffs, man. Now you will notice that sometimes, man, you'll see like the cold snap or the poison sticking when they really shouldn't be, and I feel like that's definitely a bug, man. So I'm gonna have to talk to them about that, see what they say. But yeah, this guy is just completely nuking down this abomination, man. And I keep going for the special 3 just to refresh those Furies, just to make sure we nuke him down. You know, I feel like if this was like an Alliance War setting, I feel like this is like the way to go to make sure you're very, very safe with the special 3. However, like in questing content, man, look, oh my god, look at that heavy attack. I feel like it's definitely very safe, even with an unduped Kingpin, to just go and just chain those special 2s, man. It might be even a tiny bit faster. I'm not entirely sure, man. But either way, it would definitely be effective. But yeah, we're just rolling through this whole path, like really, really fast too. Like really, really fast. When there are just a ton of debuffs, man, he is just your guy. Here, I tried to heavy charge at the beginning, but we ate a combo to the face. So I don't always recommend doing that, even though it works most of the time, man. But at this point, check this out. We're about to get 2 Fury buffs now. Absolutely insane. We're just rolling off the heavies here, man, like it's nothing. We're playing very, very haphazardly, which is a really, really fun way to play Kingpin, in my opinion. I really enjoy playing that way. It's not always the most safe, not always the most efficient, but to me, it's the most fun. I just love throwing those heavy attacks, man, all throughout the entire fight with the unstoppable buff. I love it. It's so much fun. We have 3 overpowers now, as well as the other Fury. We have a ridiculous amount of attack right now, like a total of like 3,400. That was a 30k medium attack. The amount of damage that this guy can do, 56k heavy attack. It's madness, man. It's really insane in the right scenario, dude. Like really, really insane. Yeah. He's so much fun to play too. So we have one more fight here against this Mysterio, and this was pretty much the entire path, except there was a Havoc up first. And you know, Kingpin can definitely do Havoc, but the thing about Havoc is that, you know, if you shrug off his plasma, you're going to be taking damage, so it's not going to be the best matchup there. So I just brought along Ghost to take out that Havoc. But yeah, man, so this Mysterio is going to be going down pretty much just as fast as the other champions in the path. One really cool thing, man, is that, check it out. We're about to get a power lock or the power drain, but it just goes away. it just completely goes away, man. Like it's nothing. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. Boom, look at that. We have 2 overpowers up, going for the special 2 rotation in this one here. He's going for a special 1, unfortunately, which is annoying because now, you know, we can't really hit him while the special, the 1 damage reflect thing is up. So we're going to be wasting our overpower buff, which is definitely annoying. But one thing that's so great about this path is that we can just gain it back so quickly. Like, we already have 1 back, we're about to gain 2. There we go, man. Now at this point, we're going to go right in here with a special 2, I believe. And let's see how much damage this does. A nice big old special 2, dude. So yeah, man. That was this entire path done with Kingpin. And let me tell you, I think he did a pretty good job there. So up next, a very similar type of path is going to be Biohazard, all right? So Biohazard, when he has Hood with him, he's a great candidate for this type of path. He does a really good job as long as you play semi, like, you know, not, I don't want to say slow, but kind of conservatively in a way where you don't like completely just annihilate the opponent quickly, because you don't want to gain too many like bleed and poison debuffs on you when you can't shrug them off. But as you can see, man, right off the bat, when we have 5 debuffs on us and an overpower fury, we're hitting a 35k heavy attack, man, when it crit, which is just really nice. 25k now when it didn't crit. We have a total of 3 furies and a nice special 2. Our first special 2 of the fight is gonna end it, man. That was a very quick fight. That was like 30 seconds long. That's fast, guys. Like, this guy is speedy and powerful in the right scenario, dude. When there are debuffs, man, you're gonna have fun with Kingpin. That's all I gotta say. Like, seriously, man. Oh my god. Like, seriously. You know, my thing with Mole Man is that he's just so good in Frenzy, dude, that, like, you almost never want to play him when he's not in Frenzy. So you don't really want to utilize Mole Man's like shrug off ability because he can't do it when he's in Frenzy. But Kingpin, it never goes away, but he has a different type of playstyle and a different type of damage. So I feel like Kingpin and Mole Man, they complement each other so well, honestly. I think the 2 of them being released at the same time, it makes a lot of sense to use them in different scenarios as well. Like, as you can see, man, like, Mole Man, can he do Biohazard? Yes, but would you choose him over Kingpin if those were your 2 options? I don't think so, man. I really don't think that you would, because look how quickly Kingpin gets through this stuff, man. Absolutely insane. By the time you get to the first special 2, boom, you're done. So yeah, that's pretty much how this entire path would look too. But we're going to go ahead and jump over to some other stuff here with Kingpin. We're going to go back to 6.4.2, and there's a lot of nodes like this right here. This is going to be what's it called, long distance relationship, man. There are a lot of paths that are just like this in the game, and Kingpin is going to be really good for all of them, man, because all you have to do is play normally and you're going to be getting these long distance relationship weaknesses, and they just get purified. And if you have the Hood with you, they instantly turn into a rage debuff, man. And if you don't have the Hood with you, there's a 60% chance it'll convert, and if it doesn't convert, they'll all be purified when you get to 8 of them anyway, man. So this is like Kingpin's bread and butter, man. This type of fight right here. Look at this. First special 2, we have the overpower. Now we also have an unstoppable, a nice 30k heavy attack, man. Oh my god, a 14k medium, 30k heavy attack. We're about to go into another overpower. We have 2. Oh my god. Guys, when there are debuffs, man, Kingpin is your dude. Holy crud. Holy crud, man. Like, not even to mention, like, I'm playing very aggressively, very haphazardly, very fun. You know, I'm not really worrying about, like, conserving health, doing all this stuff. If you play it a lot safer, man, you could be, like, ending these fights at 100% health because you're going to be regenerating from willpower, from the rage debuffs the entire fight. And also another thing, I was talking to Kabam John about the fact that he doesn't shrug the bleed at the beginning of the fight. He said he's going to look into it. He doesn't know for sure if that's supposed to be happening or not with the Hood synergy. But hopefully, man, that does get fixed in a way where he just shrugs them both at the beginning of the fight. But my whole point here, man, is that Kingpin is such a fun champion, and not only is he fun to play, he's also incredibly effective in scenarios where you should be using him, very similar to all of the fights that I've showed you so far, you know, in this video. So one thing is though, man, if you're not going to be using Kingpin in a scenario where there are a ton of debuffs, that's really where you're going to be missing his signature ability. Huge damage. That's really where you're going to be missing his signature ability, dude. So this is why I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be ranking up mine just yet. When he's duped, he'll be going right up, dude. Like, I feel like he'll hopefully be in the next 6-star feature. Hopefully I'll dupe him, man. I could take him right up to rank 3. I might rank him up unduped anyway, because I feel like I could see him being very useful for, like, a 7.2 Legends run, or maybe even, like, for fun in, like, the CAV event quest every month. I feel like he'll get through that stuff really, really fast. But yeah, man. I'm not really sure about this guy though. Like, you know, the thing is, like, I feel like I don't necessarily need him, but he's just so much fun. Like, look at this, man. He's so much fun to play that I want to rank him. And I mean, Lord knows I have the skill catalyst to do it, right? So who knows, man? We'll have to see. It's just, look at this, man. It's just so much fun to play this guy with the belly bumps. Like, look at this. Look at the damage, man. A 50k heavy attack? Give me a break, dude. Give me a break, the damage is so good. And the thing is, man, even if he was duped, I wouldn't be using him in scenarios that, you know, don't have all these debuffs, man. I wouldn't. So it hardly even makes a difference for me, man. And I can't encourage you to use Kingpin in scenarios where there aren't debuffs to take advantage of. You know, like the utility of having that debuff immunity almost at 100% reliability with the hood synergy, man, is huge. Is huge. And I'm sure there are so many scenarios that I'm not even thinking of right now where that's going to come in clutch like there's no tomorrow, man. But this is just a couple examples, man. Like long distance relationship, biohazard, caltrops would work just fine, for example. Yeah, man, in a world where, like, Mole Man was skill Corvus, I said that Kingpin is like skill Ghost, man, because he shrugs off the debuffs, he purifies them, turns them into fury, and hits like an absolute madman, dude. Like, I feel like he's finally hitting as hard as he's supposed to be hitting. Like, when you look at this guy, it's like, he just looks like a champion that's going to be hitting hard, and he finally is. You know, he's finally hitting hard practically, man. But yeah, I think we'll do one more fight here. I'll show you one more fight here with Gambit. Why not? Yeah, let's go for Gambit here, man. But you can see he's shredding through whole paths by himself, which is very impressive to me, and that's very important, you know. When you have a champion that can go through these specific lanes very, very effectively by themselves without needing anybody else to do it, that's really, really good, man. It's really, really good for champions like this. So, yeah, and look at the damage, man, right out of the gate. Just right out of the gate. It's absolutely lovely. We took a little hit to the face here, but keep in mind, man, you're going to be unstoppable very, very often while playing Kingpin. It's very, very nice to have, man. It's very, very nice knowing that you have that failsafe of, oh, look at that. Look at that special, too. It was huge, man. The damage is crazy. And these just aren't small health pools, man. These are huge health pools. He went through that entire lane in about 5 minutes, minus the domino in the beginning, and there was like a Drax at the end. 5 minutes for a 6.4 lane. That's crazy. I'll show you one more fight here. This was a really, really tough lane, to be honest, in 6.3.5, the Mysterio chapter. It's long distance relationship again, but not only that, it's also cramping and small arms. So let's look at cramping here. Cramping says, while under the effects of a weakness debuff, 10% of the attacker's power is drained every second. Additionally, they suffer 25% of the defender's attack and is damaged each time they land a hit. So what happens here on this node, essentially, man, is you hit the opponent when you have that long distance relationship and you just die, right? You just die. So keep in mind there's also small arms, so our heavy attacks aren't going to be doing much damage in this fight, but this was one of those nodes in 6.3 where you had to use like a specific boost on to get around all of the passive damage. But with the Kingpin, you don't really have to worry about that passive damage, man, because we're going to be shrugging off the weakness, so you don't have to worry about the cramping, right? You don't have to worry about anything. It's just a normal fight for Kingpin here. Keep in mind, though, the only downside is with small arms, the heavy attacks aren't going to be doing as much damage, man. That's the only problem here. But even without the massive damage from the heavy attacks, like, yeah, 4K, even without the massive damage from the heavy attacks, we're still doing decent damage on our regular hits and our special attacks because of all the furies that we have, man. So, yeah. Kingpin is going to be a very, very effective champion for this really, really tough lane in 6.3, and all lanes just like this, man. There are a couple of them. We ate the first part of that special 2 to the face, but big shout out to that unstoppable buff, saving us from eating the rest of it, man. Look at that, a 2K non-crit, man, after small arms took its charge. But yeah, dude, he completely just slayed right through this fight, man. So I think what we've learned here, right? I feel like what we've learned is that whether Kingpin is duped or whether he's not duped, whether he has the suicide masteries, whether he doesn't have the suicide masteries, Kingpin is a very, very good champion, man, especially when used in the proper scenario. I feel like in a fight like Winter Soldier, where they have a lot of health and you can't really take advantage of debuffs, man, that's when you're going to really want that signature ability, and you're going to want to be able... What's so great about the SIG is that when the overpowered buffs expire, right, you have a chance of gaining up to like 2 to 4 right back, and you start with more. So he's just quicker, man, in scenarios where you can't manipulate all of those debuffs. But all that being said, I'm very, very happy with the Kingpin buff. I'm going to consider taking mine up to rank 3. But who knows, man. I have a lot of rank 3 champions coming up, and they take a lot of tier 2 alpha and a lot of tier 5 basic. So I might just take him to rank 2 for now, but we're going to have to see. Point is, man, I love playing with this guy's animations. He's super smooth to play, and he's super fun to play, and he's very effective in the right scenario. I can see him being useful in Alliance 4 on like path 4, on path 9, on node 49. Yeah, I definitely think he could be very, very useful, man. But yeah, dude, very happy with this guy. I'm very happy to have him as a 6-star as well, and I can't wait to get him duped one day in the future. Hopefully soon, man. So just to recap, Winter Soldier, 1 minute and 20 seconds duped with no suicides, and 1 minute and 30 seconds no dupe with the Suicide Mastery. So both of those, pretty good times, man. But yeah, that's going to be it for this 6-star rank 3 Kingpin gameplay video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a Kingpin-sized like, and make sure you comment what you think about this Kingpin buff in the comment section below. I'll be seeing you around.